on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Garoppolo gives to Breida. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. K1 short, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Quit talking about it and work. 56, the mock boys, 56. Check 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. It got his man complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Set. Ready. Mike 5-4. Gun. That's what I do. Switch. Ready.
To throw again. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers, not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Newton to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
11. White.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
36. Hey, alert.
To throw is Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Shaq Thompson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Newton now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
No chance. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Two minutes remaining in the Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
Gun.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And a 1st half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 180! It's a party now. Check 13. 21.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Here we go. Ready? Right there. 56. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Trent Taylor there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go. 56.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Right there. 54 Mike. Rip left, rip left. Check safety.
To throw again on second down. Newton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Newton. Now he's flushed out right. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Polardi now on to punt as he sends this one away.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Newton on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Here we go.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
21. Here we go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Rabbit. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20. Check the backer.
they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
42, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54. It's going to be a long...
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. The ball comes out.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Here we go. What do you need?
36.
Hey, watch the ball. Six.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
You ain't got nothing.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 29, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Mario Addison picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's a loss of 14. Brings up 3rd down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. They'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. He's crashing. He's checking.
Express!
Switch.
Hey!
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
21. Here we go.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Hey, Zoo.
Pick up the ball.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. They gonna need some therapy after that.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's James Bradbury. He was right there to break it up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Come on, Locke. We better not.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Ready? Right to the 3. I'm on. Gun.
54.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 4. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Y'all not ready?
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Hey, tank.
2.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Kill.
Newton's going to throw it. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready.
Check Mike. Mike spot 4.
Hey.
Hey, come on, no.
To the air again, Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Niners take over. Let's go, baby. At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Let's see what you got. 59's Mike.
65.
59.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the